formally received the leader of the Kwankwasia movement, Rabiu Kwankwaso, into the fold in Kano.
In large numbers to show solidarity with the leader. The national chairman of the party, David Mark, led other top party chieftains, including Rauf Arebashola, Peter Obi, Aminu Tamboa, Rotimi Amechi, John Oyegu, and Emeka Ihedioha to formally welcome Kwankwaso into the party. Speaking at the event, the national chairman of the party, David Mark, said Kwankwaso's entry into the ADC will further strengthen the party structure and national outlook. He stressed that the ADC remains a formidable opposition force and will not stand by while Nigeria slides into a one.
African Democratic Congress now stands at the rallying point of a new national movement. Movement of inclusion, a movement of competence, a movement of integrity and progress, a movement not powered by coercion, but by ordinary Nigerians determined to reclaim their country. This is a movement whose time has come. We call on all Nigerians, regardless of tribe, religion, region, or political history, to join us.
After receiving his membership card, Rabiu Kwankwaso expressed his full commitment to the ideology and vision of the party, urging his supporters nationwide to join the ADC.
I'm so happy today that I have collected my membership card to the ADC. And by taking this card, I am advising all of you to go back and immediately register. Thank you very much.
Kwankwaso's formal alignment with the ADC appears to have put to rest weeks of speculation surrounding his political future, signaling a new phase in Nigeria's evolving political landscape.
In other news, Nigeria is intensifying efforts against narco-terrorism as the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency partners with the United States Drug Enforcement Administration to dismantle drug cartels and disrupt funding channels for violent extremism. The renewed collaboration was announced at a high-level counter-narcotics workshop held at NDLEA headquarters in Abuja. NDLEA chairman, retired Brigadier General Buba Marwa, described the engagement as strategic and timely, aimed at aligning both countries on key drug threats and developing a coordinated action plan over the next 12 months. US DIA country attack fight against drug trafficking and narco-terrorism. You are listening to Metro News on Ray Power 100.5 FM. We'll bring you more stories after this break.
As the news drops, it breaks with us. On the hour, every hour. News desk at 12 noon, Metro News at 4 p.m. Enjoy infotainment, breaking and sports news at their best 24/7. This is Radio FM News.
Thanks for staying with us. On the African scene, at least 74 mine workers have been killed by gunmen in an area southwest of the South Sudan capital, Juba, with government and opposition officials trading accusations over who was behind the deaths. The violence occurred over the weekend in mineral-rich Jebel, Iraq, which is controlled by the army. The Sudan People Liberation Movement in opposition, the party of suspended first Vice President Riek Machar, condemned the killings, accusing government forces of being responsible. Paulino Obede, acting governor of Central Equatoria State, which includes Jebel, Iraq, said the government was shocked and outraged by the brutal and barbaric killing of innocent civilians by rebel forces. And still on the foreign scene, US President Donald Trump has lashed out at the UK and other countries, telling them to go and get their own oil from the Strait of Hormuz. In a post on Truth Social, Trump said other countries would have to learn to fight for themselves and the US will no longer be there to help anymore. Meanwhile, Buckingham Palace today said that King Charles will make a state visit to the United States in late April a high-profile trip that the British government hopes will help to repair relations with Trump, which has been strained by the Iran war. Former Nigerian President Goodluck Jonathan has called for urgent investment in Nigeria's deep seaport infrastructure, warning that failure to modernize could see the country lose cargo traffic to neighboring ports. He made the call at the Maiden International Deep Seaport Investment Forum in Lagos. The event, which brought together key maritime stakeholders to explore investment opportunities and policy direction for the sector, was convened by ASU Bex, which reflects years of advocacy, urging President Bola Tinubu to assent to the Nigerian Port Economic Regulatory Agency bill to strengthen regulation and attract investors.
International Deep Sea Port Investment Forum in Lagos, former Nigerian President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan called for urgent investment in Nigeria's deep sea port infrastructure.
And the world is migrating to another phase, and Nigeria must do something. Before we wake up one day and no ship will come to Nigeria again, they will begin to find a way to transport our goods from neighboring countries down to Nigeria. It's an area that we should be discussing. We should continue to interrogate the way forward.
Convener of the summit, Asubex, urged President Bola Tinubu to assent to the Nigerian Port Economic Regulatory Agency bill to boost regulation and attract investors.
With a coastline spanning over 853 kilometers, there is no gainsaying the fact that Nigeria is a critical player in the Committee of Maritime Nations. This is why we must commend Mr. President for his bold efforts to create the enabling environment for the growth and development of this very vital sector. Consequently, all hands must be on deck to support the various interventions being put in place to reposition and revitalize this very critical sector.
Chairman of the occasion, Chief Body George and others present stressed the need for smart, digital, and environmentally sustainable port systems.
If we decide as a nation to establish coastal ports, it is to our advantage. We cannot continue to concentrate things on one side because it doesn't augur well for development.
Stakeholders say strategic investment and policy reforms are key to positioning Nigeria as a competitive maritime hub. Amarachi Amshi, Lagos.
This is Entertainment News on Repower 100.5 FM.
Celine Dion has announced her first series of full-length concerts since being diagnosed with stiff person syndrome. The French-Canadian singer revealed she had the rare and incurable disease in 2022 and was forced to cancel a world tour. She made an emotional comeback at the opening ceremony of the Paris Olympics in 2024, and the upcoming concert series will also take place in the French capital and will be her first in almost 6 years.
Ray Power Sport.
Defiant Senegal will parade the Africa Cup of Nations 2025 trophy in front of home fans today during their international friendly against neighbors Gambia. The Senegalese Football Federation announced the schedule in an official program for the friendly posted on its X handle. The planned presentation marks Senegal's continued rejection of the Confederation of African Football's controversial decision to strip them of the title. And still in sports, England boss Thomas Tuchel has been accused of insulting Harry Maguire with his claim that the Manchester United defender could be the fifth choice centre half in his 2026 World Cup plans. Maguire has been drafted back into the Three Lions fold for international friendly action, but has been warned that he may struggle to earn another major tournament spot. This evening across north-central Nigeria expects partly cloudy skies with a high
of isolated thunderstorms in states like Abuja, Niger, Plateau, and Benue. Temperatures will cool into the mid 20s with light to moderate rainfall and possible gusty winds in some areas.
Do stay alert and take necessary precautions. You've been listening to the Metro News on Ray Power 100.5 FM. To end the news, here is our last line.
In the words of Martin Luther King Jr., a civil rights activist and former Baptist minister, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. Whatever you do, you
have to keep moving forward. And that's it for the Metro News. I am Idimachi Ikechukwu. You can also watch us online and also subscribe to our YouTube channel at Ray Power 100.5 FM Abuja. Join us at 6 p.m. for our next bulletin, Nigeria Today, as we bring you news from across the nation. Good evening.